What time is it? It's time for English at Dawn's house. Hello everybody. Welcome to English at Dawn's house. Well, I'm in a funny place today. I wonder if you can guess where it is. You can store old boxes up here. It's right at the top of my house. Someone said that there are elves here, but I've never seen one. Can you see an elf? I can't see one. No. Where am I though? What's this room called? Well, if you said this room is called the attic, then you'd be quite right. I'm in my attic, where I store all my old boxes and old stuff that I don't use. But I still haven't seen any elves. Have you? Attic. Attic. Hello again. Well, I'm in a different room in my house now. And, well, I'm actually in my bath. There's no water in it, of course. Otherwise my clothes will get wet. But I can take a bath here. I can have a shower. Or I could brush my teeth. Which room is it? Can you guess? Still haven't seen any elves though. I don't think there are any. Well, if you guessed the bathroom, then you're quite right. I'm in my bathroom. See you in the next room. Bathroom. Bathroom. Hello again. I'm in a funny place now, aren't I? Where am I? Not really a room, is it? There's lots of doors. The doors go into other rooms. I wonder if you can guess where I am. Well, if you guessed, I'm on the landing, or also called the upstairs hall. You'd be quite right, because I'm still upstairs in my house. And these rooms, well, maybe we'll find out what they're for. See you in the next room. Landing. Landing. Or upstairs hall. Upstairs hall. Also called the upstairs hallway. Well, here I am again in the next room in my house. I wonder if you can guess where it is. This is where I do all my work. I do work for school here. I do work for my hobbies here. I do sewing. As you can see, I have a tailor's dummy here and lots of books on my bookshelf. Crafting books, so I can look up things that I want to craft. Or if I want to paint, in this cupboard behind me I've got lots of paints. Now, this room is still upstairs in my house, but some people have this room downstairs on the ground floor, or upstairs in the attic. And this was one of the rooms that was behind a door that you saw in the hallway, the upstairs hallway. Do you remember? The landing? Those doors that were behind me? This is behind one of them. I wonder if you can guess which room it is. Did you guess it? Yes, it's my office. My office, or workroom. This is where I work. It's my office. See you in the next room. Office. Office, or workroom. Workroom. Well, welcome to the last room that's upstairs at my house. And as you can see, there's a bed in it, but it's not my bed. This bed used to be my daughter's bed. She doesn't live here in this house anymore, but when she comes to visit, she still sleeps in this bed. And you know something? She's the person who told me that there are elves in this house, but I still haven't seen one. I'll have to ask her where she saw the elf. And which room is this? Well, if you said the guest room or the children's bedroom, then you'd be quite right. This used to be my daughter's bedroom, so it's the children's bedroom. You can also call it a guest room, because when people come to stay now at my house, they sleep here, where my daughter sleeps. See you in the next room. Children's bedroom. Children's bedroom. In my house, it's now the guest room. Guest room. That reminds me of something else too. Do you remember the room that I was in at the very beginning of the video? You know, where the alarm bell went off, the alarm clock, and I woke up? Which room was that? See you in the next room. And if you see any elves, let me know. Main bedroom. Main bedroom. That's the room where I was at the beginning of the video. Do you remember? Well, here I am in the next room in my house. I wonder if you can guess what this room is called. If you listen, you can hear something in the background. It's the TV. Yeah. Which room is it? Can you guess? Well, if you guessed that it was the living room, then you'd be quite right. I'm going to go and turn that TV down now. Living room. Living room. Well, here we are in the next room in my house. In this room, I usually eat my lunch and my dinner. And there's a drawer with these things in it. And I wonder what they could be. And behind me, there's a cupboard with lots of glasses and plates and cups and saucers. Which room is it? Still haven't seen any of those pesky elves, though. Have you? Well, if you guessed that this is the dining room, you'd be quite right. This is where I eat. I eat my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner in the dining room. See you in the next room. Dining room. Dining room. Well, here we are again in the next room in my house. Well, as you can see, behind me, there's an oven. And on the other side, a fridge. And you can see my toaster just in the corner of the picture there. Where could I be? Have you guessed yet? Well, if you guessed the kitchen, you'd be quite right. This is where I do my cooking, in the oven. And I put things that I've cooked when they've cooled down in the fridge sometimes. And also I make toast in my toaster. See you in the next room. Kitchen. Kitchen. Well, here I am in the next room in my house, but it's another place. It's not really a room. Behind me, you can see the stairs that go up in my house. And on this side, you can just about see the front door. So when I come into my house, I have to come in through the front door. I wonder if you can tell me what it is. Can you guess? Well, if you guessed it's the downstairs hall, you'd be quite right. It's the downstairs hall, or just the hall. It's where you first come in when you come into a house. See you in the next room. Downstairs hall. Downstairs hall. Sometimes just called the hall. The hall. Well, here we are in the next room in my house. Can you guess where I am? Maybe if I just move my head a little bit, you might be able to guess where I am. Can you see it? Yes, I think you know this one, don't you? Well, if you guessed I'm in the toilet, then you'd be quite right. This is the toilet. It's right near the front door at my house, just in case you get caught short on the way in. See you in the next room. Toilet. Toilet. Well, here we are in the last room at my house. This room is right down the bottom of the house, underneath all the other rooms. And as you can see, behind me, there's a washing machine. I wonder if you can guess which room it is. Well, if you guess that it's the utility room, you'd be quite right. The utility room in my house is in the cellar, and the cellar is right down at the bottom of the house. The utility room. The utility room is in my cellar. Well, thanks for joining me at English at Dawn's house. We do have a little game you can play now. It's called Spot the Room, Spot the Elf. Stay tuned for it. Utility room. Utility room. My utility room is in my cellar. Cellar. Now it's time for the game. It's a little quiz, really. In a moment, I'm going to play you 3 or 4 clips from this video, and I wonder if you can find out which order the rooms are in. It will be 3 or 4 rooms. You need to find out which order the rooms are in without stopping the video. See if you can do it. Oh, and see which room or rooms the elf is in. Is there an elf in any of those rooms? I'll post the answers in the box underneath the video. And until then, I'll see you next time on English at Dawn's house. Bye-bye. Game 1. Hello everybody. Welcome to English at Dawn's house. Hello again. I'm in a funny place now, aren't I? Where am I? Well, here we are in the next room in my house. Can you guess where I am? Game 2. Well, here we are again in the next room in my house. Well, as you can see, behind me, there's an oven. On the other side, a fridge. And you can see my toaster. Well, here we are in the last room at my house. This room is right down the bottom of the house, underneath all the other rooms. Well, here I am again in the next room in my house. I wonder if you can guess where it is. That reminds me of something else too. Do you remember the room that I was in at the very beginning of the video? You know, where the alarm bell went off, the alarm clock, and I woke up?